Hello everybody, this is our first online Bright Spark, so I hope you're okay and you're having a good time at home. I'm sorry that you're not with me. I have got a few of my little friends with me. Oh, Teddy Pat's just stood up. So we're going to try and do a little bit of Bright Sparks. Obviously we can't do it all, we can't do craft and everything else, but we will do a little bit. We'll do some songs and a story, and we'll light the candle and do prayers. So let's see how it goes. So what do we do when we first start Bright Sparks? What's our very first song? Yeah, it's If You're Happy and You Know It. You ready? Get your shaker if you've got one. Okay, if you're happy and you know it, shake your shaker. If you're happy and you know it, shake your shaker. If you're happy and you know it, and you really want to show it, if you're happy and you know it, shake your shaker. If you're happy and you know it, clap your hands. If you're happy and you know it, clap your hands. If you're happy and you know it, and you really want to show it, if you're happy and you know it, clap your hands. If you're happy and you know it, stamp your feet. If you're happy and you know it, stamp your feet. If you're happy and you know it, and you really want to show it, if you're happy and you know it, stamp your feet. If you're happy and you know it, shout, we are, we are. If you're happy and you know it, shout, we are, we are. If you're happy and you know it, and you really want to show it, if you're happy and you know it, shout, we are, we are. Fantastic. Right, shall we get this in the bag? Let's have a choose. And I'm sorry you're not all here, so I'll have to do the choosing. In fact, I might see if one of my friends wants to have a choose. Right, okay, Teddy, in the bag. What's the first one we get out? Let's see what we've got. We've got the frog song. This is the one where you're allowed to screw your eyes up and stick your tongue out. Okay, let's find the frog. Are we ready? When the little green frog one day, when the little green frog, when the little green frog one day, the little green frog went, ah. We know frogs go whoosh la di da di da, whoosh la di da di da, whoosh la di da di da. We know frogs go whoosh la di da di da. They don't go ah. Should we do that one again? You think so? I think so. Yes. Let's have another go. Right. When the little green frog one day, when the little green frog. When the little green frog one day, the little green frog went, ah. We know frogs go whoosh la di da di da, whoosh la di da di da, whoosh la di da di da. We know frogs go whoosh la di da di da. They don't go ah. Fabulous. Hope you're all joining in. Right. Let's find another one. Okay, Mr. Hedgehog, are you ready to choose one? Right, let's go in the bag. I think he's a bit keen. Right, what have we got? Let's show everybody. What have we got? We've got Mousy Brown. Okay, so let's get the mouse. Right, so here we are. Got the mouse. Get your candlestick ready. And you haven't got a mouse, so you could use your fingers instead. So the mouse can go up the candlestick. Okay, off we go. Up the tall white candlestick crept little Mousy Brown. But when he got to the top, he found he couldn't get down. So he shouted for his grandma. Grandma, grandma, his grandma. But grandma couldn't hear him because she was in town. So he curled himself into a ball and rolled all the way down. Do it again. Up the tall white candlestick crept little Mousy Brown. But when he got to the top, he found he couldn't get down. So he shouted for his grandma, "Grandma, Grandma!" But Grandma couldn't hear him because she was in town. So he curled himself into a ball and rolled all the way down. Right, did you like that one? Let's choose another one. I think I'll choose this one this time. What have we got in this bag? Let's have a little rumble round, a little bit of a shuffle. Right, let's find this one. Wind the bobbin up. Ready? Wind the bobbin up, wind the bobbin up. Pull, pull, clap, clap, clap. Wind it back again, wind it back again. Pull, pull, clap, clap, clap. Point to the ceiling, point to the floor. Point to the window, point to the door. Clap your hands together, 1, 2, 3. Put your hands upon your knee. Let's do a very little one now, really quietly. Wind the bobbin up, wind the bobbin up. Pull, pull, tap, tap, tap. Wind it back again, wind it back again. Pull, pull, tap, tap, tap. Point to the ceiling, point to the floor. Point to the window, point to the door. Tap your hands together, 1, 2, 3. Put your hands upon your knee. And a really big one, nice loud voice. Wind the bobbin up, wind the bobbin up. Pull, pull, clap, clap, clap. Wind it back again, wind it back again. Pull, pull, clap, clap, clap. Point to the ceiling, point to the floor. Point to the window, point to the door. Clap your hands together, 1, 2, 3. Put your hands upon your knee. Very good. Right, let's see what we're going to do next. Oh, here's my little friend Giraffe. Let's see what you can find. What have we got? Oh, 5 little ducks. Oh, look, 5 little ducks. There we are. 5 little ducks went swimming one day over the hills and far away. Mummy duck said quack, 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 and only 4 little ducks came back. 4 little ducks went swimming one day over the hills and far away. Mummy duck said quack, 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 and only 3 little ducks came back. 3 little ducks went swimming one day over the hills and far away. Mummy duck said quack, 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 and only 2 little ducks came back. 2 little ducks went swimming one day over the hills and far away. Mummy duck said quack, 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 and only 1 little duck came back. 1 little duck went swimming one day over the hills and far away. Mummy duck said quack, 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 and no little ducks came swimming back. So Daddy duck said quack, 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 and 5 little ducks came swimming back. Right. I think we've done enough singing for now. Shall we do the wiggle song? Now I shall wiggle, but I'm going to stay sat down on the floor, otherwise I'll go out of camera shot. I just have to do things a little bit differently because we've not got the cassette player. So let's see if this will work. Hey Google, play the Wiggle Song by Spring Harvest.
The Wiggle Song by Spring Harvest, sure. Playing on Google Play Music. And just an FYI, you can always say something like, set the volume to 3.
We're ready. We're going to do some wiggling. I want to see that you're all getting up and wiggling. Wiggle, 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 wiggle. Wiggle, 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 wiggle. Freeze! I said I want it, I got it, I got it. Tell me. Gonna shake my hands, gonna shake my feet, gonna shake my head, gonna feel to the beat. So gotta get the wiggles out of me. Said I gotta get the wiggles out of me. Wiggle, 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 wiggle. I said I gotta get the wiggles out of me. Skilly step, skilly dee. I gotta get the wiggles out of me. 'Cause it's gonna be fun. Jesus is for everyone. I gotta get the wiggles out of me. I said I gotta get the wiggles out of me. I said I gotta get the wiggles out of me. I said I gotta get the wiggles out of me. Hey Google, stop. Right, you've got all your wiggles out of you. Are you ready now? Would you like to go and sit on the floor where you can see, and we'll have the story. Now, who knows what's happening this weekend? Special weekend, isn't it? It's bank holiday weekend. So Friday is Good Friday. Who's having hot cross buns on Friday? I am, hopefully. And on Sunday, what happens? Does the Easter Bunny leave you some eggs? You're hoping to get some chocolate eggs. Right, yeah, because it's Easter and we have chocolate. But there's also another reason for Easter. And I'm going to tell you the Easter story. So what Easter is all about. So hopefully you can see the book. You can see the pictures. Right. So Jesus rode into Jerusalem on a donkey. Now that happened last Sunday, and it's called Palm Sunday. So that's when Jesus came into Jerusalem. So let's see what happened. And Jesus talked to the people. And after he'd come into Jerusalem, he talked to all the people. And some people didn't like Jesus and they wanted him killed. Oh, it's not very nice, is it? And Jesus had a special supper with his friends because he knew he was going to die. So he has his last supper on what's called Maundy Thursday. So you might hear you grown-ups talking about that at some stage, or you might not, but that's what he had. He had lots of supper. He got all his disciples, all his friends to come and have a meal with him. So Jesus and his friends drank wine and they ate bread. And Jesus said it should remind them of him. When he's gone, they'll still remember him when they drink wine and eat bread. Then Jesus and his friends went to a garden to pray. That's called the Garden of Gethsemane. They went to that garden. And Judas kissed Jesus on the cheek. Now this wasn't a good thing because Judas was helping the guards arrest Jesus because the guards didn't know what Jesus looked like. So Judas said, I'll show you, I'll just kiss him and then you'll know who he is. It's not very nice, is it? Betraying your friends. And then Jesus was taken away. Jesus was brought to see an important man called Pontius Pilate. And some people told Pilate that Jesus was evil and that he should die. Well, that's not very nice, is it? And Jesus was hung on a cross to die. That's the way that in olden times, that's the way that they punished people. It's not very nice at all. And Jesus died on the cross. And some friends came to put his body in a cave, because that's what they used to do in olden times. A cave was like a grave. So, but then, when some of Jesus' friends went to see his body, that was on Easter Sunday, it had gone. The stone had been rolled away and the body had gone. Then they saw an angel who told them that all was well and that Jesus was alive. Suddenly, they saw Jesus and he talked to them. He told them to tell the rest of his friends about what had happened. Jesus was alive. And Jesus told all his friends that he would be back one day and they mustn't worry. And after that, he went up into heaven. Now, when he went up into heaven, that was later. That was at Pentecost, which is the next summer holidays at the end of May. And that's a very simplified version of the Easter story. And you can find that story in the Bible. And there's lots of children's books with the Easter story in. So that's just a quick outline of the Easter story. So you ask your mums and dads, or grandmas and granddads. It'll be mums and dads, won't it? Because you won't be seeing grandmas and granddads at the moment. But just you ask them about the Easter story. So that's the story. Now, unfortunately, we can't do craft because I'm here and you're at home. So we'll have to miss out the craft bit. But can you remember what we do after craft? We do what sort of day we're having, don't we? So what sort of day have you been having? You could sing to your mums and dads, can't you? Or you could sing this song. So I'll start and I'll say, Pat is having a happy day, a happy day, a happy day. Pat is having a happy day, and she is special to God. Okay, there's no one else here with me at the moment, but if there was, I would be asking, what sort of day are you having? And what sort of day are you having? So you could fill in those bits, couldn't you? And you can do that bit. Okay, now what we do next is we light the candle and say prayers, don't we? So we're not in church, but that doesn't stop us having a candle, does it? So here's the candle, we'll light it. And then we'll say prayers. Right. So we'll say, thank you, God, that even though we can't be in church, we can still do Bright Sparks. We can still see our friends, but only on the screen. And we can still do the same things together like we do at Bright Sparks. And we want to pray for all our families while we're all having to stay at home and not see all our friends and grandmas, granddads, and all the other people that we really like. And we just pray that that won't happen for too long. And we also think about some of the sad things that have happened. We want to pray for all those families who are a bit sad at the moment because their other family members are poorly and not really very well. But I also want to say thank you that other family members have been poorly and they're now better and they've come out of hospital. You know who these people are. So I want to say thank you to God that they have recovered, and just want to pray that the sun keeps shining and that we can still have fun in the gardens and we can have fun with our families. Amen. Should we do a big amen? Are we ready? Amen. Woo! Wasn't that good? Now can you help me blow this candle out? Are we ready? Take a big puff. 1, 2, 3. Oh, you have to blow a bit harder than that. I can't get it to blow out. 1, 2, 3. Bit harder. Another go. Let's see if we can do it this time. Take a big deep breath. I just waft it just like we do in church. Right, so that's that end of Bright Sparks. So if you wanted to pretend you were still at Bright Sparks, what time is it now? It's time for a drink and toast. And even though Janet and I can't be doing toast for you, you'll have to ask who's in the house if they'll do you some toast, and you can pretend it's the second part of Bright Sparks. So I'm going to say bye now, and I'll see you soon. It will probably be on this camera, and I'll be here every Wednesday morning at 9:30. But don't worry, if you can't catch up with that, if you're having a lie-in or you're doing something else that's equally as exciting, your mum or whoever's looking after you can put it on YouTube for you at a later stage, so you can still do Bright Sparks every week. Bye.